I'm curious. Do you guys get to like interact with your fans at all, or like?
Well, we
often?
don't do live shows or anything like that. Have we?
We've done some videos where we involved them. Like we did a Christmas video where we delivered, physical gifts to patrons.
Yeah.
And we want to do some more kind of stuff like that, but yeah, because we don't live stream or anything, it seems a little difficult.
Do you get like recognized in the streets often, and like,
Yeah,
people are like,
yeah.
"Yo, get your dick out"?
I think what they say to Chad more that pisses him off than that is, "Are you the fat guy from Filthy Frank?"
But that's like a joke on the channel, so I don't know if they're saying the joke.
Well, yeah, it's kind of now become this blended thing where we started making fun of that. Where it's like, oh, it's the fucking fat guy from Joji. Now it's like, are people saying that because they think that we think that's funny, or are they actually just saying that?
Is most of your audience Australian or
no? It's American.
I think that's just by the size. It's just, you can't really.
I think most English-speaking channels.
That's
well, yeah, because I guess that Australian's probably second, right? Because like mine's.
It's like
US
and
British.
Canada.
20 is it 20% or something for Australia?
No,
it's okay.
Because mine's like Australia. I think ours is like in general. I think it's just like US then UK.
Yeah, US, UK.
Oh, that's right.
And then
UK is our second. Sorry, and then I think it's Canada. Then Australia.
Oh my god, no one in Australia watches you. I guess.
Yeah.
Well, there's only 26 million people who live here.
How are we gonna sell this?
Yeah, United
alcohol?
States 48.2%. United Kingdom 11.8. Oh, now Australia 9.3. Then Canada 6.7. Then Germany.
Oh, Germany's
always.
Sweden,
Netherlands,
they're into buttholes.
Yeah, they're into the buttholes.
Buttholes are big in Germany.
So, what's your opinion on America? Have you been?
I fucking hate America. I fucking hate Americans. I fucking hate LA. I fucking hate California. Americans should all
fucking Yanks.
What are your reasonings?
Do you know when you see a meme where you're like, oh, Americans are like really stupid, and I'm dumb, so this is like coming from me. This is like the kettle calling the pot black. Like I go to America and I'm like, okay, you guys are fucking stupid. Like really dumb. Like your education system, everything about this country is fucked, and everyone there's like, freedom, we got our freedom, and it fucking exists. Like people like that exist, and it blows my mind.
No, we're putting this in. We're leaving this in.
Yeah. I mean, it's not our decision anymore. It's out of my head.
We're leaving this in.
But there's great places in America. I love Texas, which is weird that I just went on that rant.
That's like the most.
Yeah, that is the
Out of everything you just described, Texas is like
that's the freedom state.
I think California's left like a foul taste in my mouth because it's the only place in the world I've been.
Too many liberals in California.
Wait, you can walk down one street and it's the top 1%, and then you walk past the next street and it's just pitch tents and like
Skid Row, right?
Skid Row and shit's on the street, and it's everywhere. It's such a like shit city, and people say how much they love it. I'm like, oh, and like other YouTubers like, yeah, I love living in California. I love it here. I'm like,
actually, every YouTuber we met has just said like, yeah, I don't like living in California.
Yeah, that's because they're not rich. If they're rich YouTubers, they live in the hills and like, oh, I love it up here. I'm like, yeah, you're above the smog line. That's why you fucking like it, because you can look down on the poor people. like
you can also sort of see there's just no soul behind the eyes.
Yeah.
They're talking to you.
They're kind of always like looking past you, not at
or
you,
through you.
or through you, right?
You tell them your followers and it's under a certain amount. They're like, oh, okay, well, have a good day. See you later.
It's legit like an Android or something.
Yeah. I don't know. Americans and America, just such a beautiful country that I've been to some places. Where it's so nice. Like,
well, we're just done saying like, yeah, this is the biggest like portion of our viewers.
We always ride on Americans who make fun of us.
But I feel like the people that watch us would also be like, yeah, I fucking hate my country too. Like,
well, I think the thing with that is people often see content like that and they don't ever associate it with themselves. They're like, oh, but I'm like the good one.
Yeah.
I get what he's saying. That's so true. I'm not part of that.
So what do you think about Australia then?
It's alright.
Let's not get political.
Okay.
It's alright.
But I think that's why Filthy Frank was so popular with some of the stuff that he would criticize as like a bit. Everyone who was literally part of that fan base, which were the people that he was making fun of, were like, that's so true, but that's not me.
But he was making fun of those.
Yeah, so it's like the weeaboo stuff and all, you know, it's like...
Yeah.
What does mean a lot of weeaboos who are watching him and referencing him, quoting him.
Yeah. I still to this day see people like doing Filthy Frank things, and I go to their Twitter profile, it's an anime picture. I'm like,
anime's cool now, though. Anime's cool.
Anime's cool now, apparently.
I mean, it's kind of cool. There's still very much different sects of the anime community that definitely are not cool. Like, I don't know. It's also mean to clown on anyone who has an anime profile picture, especially if it's like a cute anime girl or something.
Yeah.
Dragon Ball fans as well.
What'd you say?
Dragon Ball fans.
Fuck you.
Yeah, I'll happily clown on Dragon Ball fans.
I'm not like that. Like, I'm fucking
I'm not like the other Dragon Ball
one of the good
fans.
ones. I'm one of the good ones.
You know, I love it. I just love the simplicity, and I love like I've been working.
That's what they all say.
I've been working out recently, and I go on YouTube and I search Dragon Ball Z workout, and it's like Goku giving his power up speeches, and I'm like, that's fucking me doing the extra 2 minutes on the treadmill, bro. Like, that's my power up,
bro. You need to get into
2 minutes.
You need to get into JoJo then, man. If you need some
Oh,
like,
you'd fucking love
I like
Jojo.
the
Yeah.
music.
That's exactly how it goes, yeah. You got it. I like that.
I just want to know if Kid Goku got through that AIDS.
He literally had AIDS in the timeline. He had a heart problem. He had heart AIDS or something.
yeah, it's canon.
And
And he,
future-
Not every disease.
I have
is
saying AIDS.
Does it kill you slowly? It's AIDS.
yeah, I mean it's and he lost
In the in one timeline.
in the timeline he lost, didn't he?
Yeah, that's one.
Well, you know what's fucked up? They could have erased AIDS with the Dragon Balls, but they didn't.
Shenron, my wish is get rid of the AIDS.
That's on that bottom of the to-do list. First, we need to revive Goku.
We need to get Krillin back.
What the fuck?
Holy shit.
Is there anywhere in the world that you haven't visited yet that you?
Oh, heaps of places.
Because like one thing I've noticed is that obviously like it's hard to travel anywhere here in Australia because you guys are so fucking isolated.
I don't mind the long hauls, but now they're a bit harder. You know, getting a bit fatter. So, but there are a lot of places that I haven't been that I like to be, but I feel like I'm getting to a cynical age very quickly, where I'm like, I fucking hate cities. I hate random people on the street fucking talking to me.
You need to go back to that little fishing place.
That's where I want to go. I literally
Countryside Japan is your calling, dude.
When we say endgame, I want to, launch Grog, and I want to just like make just enough money to be like, okay, I don't have to worry about anything ever again. I want to go to a fucking country like in Iceland or somewhere like that, and just like get 10 dogs, farm. I always talk about wanting to like farm, and
I would love to be isolated if I had good internet. That's like the one thing. Which I think is possible nowadays, really.
My dream is like self-sustained farm. Where it's like minimum work for me, but I have people that live there and do it for me. And I pay them, but they grow weed on the side to make extra money.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that sounds alright.
You know what I mean? And just like a little hub. I think we always joke about, wouldn't it be awesome if we had like a YouTuber commune where we just
we just kind of like the clout houses, but it's literally like a commune, like in a fucking.
That'd probably actually do well.
It would, because it'd be
cool.
cheap. We'd be able to set up giant warehouses with studios in it for 1/10 of the price.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, you want to be a YouTuber? Come to the fucking Cold Ones Ranch.
Get a house on the block.
We
out
got
in the middle of the
homes.
forest.
Cold Ones Ranch.
I'd love that. I'd fucking love that. Fuck the hype house. Fuck these LA Cold
Kind of
Ones
sounds like
Ranch.
how Epstein started though.
Okay, Cold Ones Island without the kids.
Okay.
What the fuck?
One of my benchmark.
But
You guys dig holes and then jump head first.
Have you seen that meme where it's like YouTuber when he gets 10 million subs with like the divided paths? And it's
shitty music career.
Yeah, it's like shitty music career or fucking molest a child. not that bad.
Jesus
Oh my
underage
God.
kids.
Oh my god.
Oh my
But yeah, Endgame would just, just enough. A farm. And then
you should buy some like land in Japan because it's actually like incredibly easy.
See, here's another argument to that. I don't want to be labeled as that guy. Like,
What do you mean that guy?
That white guy that wants to go to Japan.
You're not the first, and you're not going to be the last. Don't worry.
Yeah, it's like I saw another. Speaking of memes, we were just talking memes. I saw another meme the other day, and it's like a neckbeard, and he's in New York, and he's looking at all the New York buildings, and he's like, "Capitalism, scum." And then it's him in Japan. He's like, "Oh, Japan." And it's all the same shit.
That's true.
But I don't want to be that guy. Like, I can get a farm anywhere I like, preferably somewhere with low tax brackets.
Right.
Iceland.
Okay.
And that way I'm like free to like do whatever we want and not be worried. Like, obviously I'm worried with the changes of YouTube, if it all just coming to an ending because our channel gets striked or something.
You gotta diversify what you can't put all your eggs in one basket.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So
I swear, like, I think you guys having a Patreon is like a fucking massive like safety
it's
net.
the only thing that's kept us going. Yeah,
Right,
that and
right.
Gamer Subs. Eric from Gamer Subs has been very generous
Daddy
to us.
Gamer Subs.
What's the code?
The code.
Trash.
We
You guys
don't
have
have
a
a
code?
code. Do we?
I think we have trash taste or trash.
You don't fucking know that you have this
We
shit on
don't
your
know.
set all the time.
Yeah, haven't you guys been doing it? you know, they told me that you guys are like one of their biggest sellers for the waifu cups as well.
It makes sense.
Well, of course,
That makes sense.
we're the anime podcast.
Yeah, so,
right?
I mean, I don't know why you guys don't have a code. Like,
They probably do.
We do. I just
It's on the screen right
it's
now.
product placement,
Yeah,
so
I
we
know.
don't say it.
Fuck.
you guys.
Oh, that's why they sell so well. It's so
Yeah.
natural.
Yeah.
I just love drinking out of
Drinking
my
out of
sip
that.
cup.
So it's
paid
like,
for it.
yeah, it's just like one day, and then that way, once I've got everything I want,
Yeah.
I'm a simple man. I don't want
Yeah.
my fast.
Just
custom-
a
I
few
don't-
$million.
Just a
Yeah.
fucking
I'm
$50
a
million
simple
farm.
man.
I'm
Yeah,
just
not
a
that
simple
much.
man.
I can get one for
That's
like 800.
self-sustainable.
Just a few
50 full-time
slaves.
And 1,000 employees. to run it.
No, I can get it for a pretty good price. And you know, I don't want a flash guy. I drive a Nissan Cube. I'm a simple man.
How about we just turn our patrons into farm hands?
$100 tier? You can come live on the farm and work for free.
Pay us $100.
You
You
can
get to
work
milk
for
our
free.
cow for us, and we get to keep the milk.
Yeah. You pay $100
And the
to
money.
work for them.
Yes, that sounds good.
But that's essentially what PewDiePie did.
I reckon that's where Mr. Beast is
in
heading.
a way.
Yeah.
That's what R. Kelly did.
I
Right?
reckon Mr. Beast is heading to the like Amazon type town sort of shit.
Amazon Town?
The fucking Bezos had. Remember, you don't know about they basically just had a whole thing that turned into everyone that worked there.
Oh, that's what
Amazon
Mr.
or
I think
Beast
he already.
has.
I think he
Yeah.
already has that, right?
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
he
no,
lives
I'm
in like
saying Mr.
Windsor-
Beast is coming.
No, I think
Yeah.
Jimmy actually does have that.
Yeah.
What?
Like he has like a cul-de-sac
What?
apparently.
Oh, that's a cul-de-sac.
Yeah.
It's nothing.
Oh, you're
No,
talking about like a
Jimmy-
whole town.
Oh, here's gonna be Beast City.
Beast City.
Beastopolis.
I think like the whole team has like an entire row of like houses that they
Yeah.
all like rented
Yeah,
out.
that makes
and
sense,
Made
but-
like a small village. I'm talking out my ass. I'm making this shit up.
It sounds plausible.
From my knowledge, and once again, don't quote me on it, he does have a massive property with just warehouses on it.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
Where
yeah.
they go there and it's just a ranch of warehouses and they film
Beast
multiple
Ranch.
videos at the same time and all the way.
He was ahead of the meta, man. He
Yeah.
knew ranches is the way to go.
Yeah, let's do it.
Coleman's Ranch
Is there any content that you want to do in the future? Like
that you haven't done yet.
not like buying like farmland or
We
whatever.
were gonna go to Japan, but
Japan.
we've done something else related to traveling, which isn't out yet.
Ooh.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we completely forgot.
Max is like, oh, yeah.
Shout out to Prezzo for taking 100 years. I think 6 months he's had the footage for. But we got it.
I'm
We're
gonna kill
cooking.
myself.
We're cooking a video where we do want
They're
to
cooking?
get out of the studio and travel more and
Let him cook.
Do alcohol travel videos.
For 6 months.
He needs to stop cooking.
He needs
Take it out of the oven, bro. It's burning.
And we feel that sometimes we film a special and it comes out like 8 months later or something
Yeah.
like that.
We
we're trying to
definitely
fix that, guys.
don't have that right
Well, we
now.
definitely don't have that problem as well.
8 months,
you know?
like a year. We've had a
Yeah.
video for a
Oh yeah,
year.
we've had one for a year. Yeah.
Oh, that makes me feel a lot better. Prezzo, take your time. Keep cooking. Yeah, you're good, bro. Make sure you just add some more seasoning.
Oh my god.
I mean, there are other stuff we've talked about doing, but you know, we're moving offices at the moment because we're getting a bigger office.
Yeah.
Setting up a new studio. We're hiring new people. We've got some new editors starting. So our goal is to video a week, and then be able to do stuff outside the studio, travel-related videos. We want to do a video where we go to Japan, and I won't spoil.
Obviously,
it.
there's a lot of things we could do in Japan from Cold One's standpoint. There's like so
Oh,
much.
dude, it's
so
like a
much
gold
interesting
mine of content for you guys
Yeah.
in Japan for sure.
Yeah, it'd be fun to see.
I want to recreate the local Paul vlog,
Oh no.
start to finish, frame by frame,
Look, we've worked
We
our asses
should
off.
get the hat. We should wear the fucking little Toy Story hat.
and we should hang up a
least.
mannequin in the forest.
Maybe not that far.
Guys.
Just one scene where we're like, we're going to Japan and we have that hat on.
Yeah.
That's like an homage, you know. Filming an actual, filming an actual body. That's too far. Trey.
No.
But funny.
No, no. Funny.
Bad idea. Bad
Have you
idea.
guys seen the conspiracy videos where they're like, that was scripted because the wind was blowing in this direction on that day and the body was
What, like
swaying
the-
this way?
That sounds like the people talking about how the moon landing is fake. This Logan Paul body
no
video
shadow.
is fake.
Who gave it enough force to give a fuck?
That was so many years ago as well. Jesus.
Yeah, and it's still still feel like we're feeling the effects because
If he had like made a full like turnaround where he's actually a legend now and he's like
He
cool
just
guy.
can't stop fucking up.
Yeah, he can't.
God, he was so close over to a redemption.
Yeah, and he's
arc.
like bunch of crypto scams. Let's fucking go.
Crypto's so shit.
Which pisses me off because I
But
know
now
he
he's
made
fine again. He's totally fine again. Everyone's just like,
He's in the
it's
WWE
fine.
now.
Yeah,
He's got
exactly.
a drinking problem. So that makes me feel so good. Like I can't get cancelled. Like if that guy's still fucking surviving, you know what?
All right, well, we just had to cut something.
But if he can get away with all the shit he's done with like that, I remember I used to wake up every morning with anxiety. I'm getting cancelled for something that I did last week.
Right.
But then,
keep saying the word.
now I wake up in the morning. I'm like, you know what? If he can get away with that, there's no way I can do.
This is how evil starts.
But he is evil. That man is evil.
So you're like, I could be evil.
Yeah, Chad. It's the,
No,
yeah,
I'm
exactly.
saying I can be stupid.
Yeah, but I
threshold.
understand that the point you're coming from is like, why should he be able to get away with that?
Well, yeah, it's frustrating because you're like, man,
Yeah.
why should I have to hold myself
But
to
you
any
should
standard?
exactly.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
there
but-
should be more things. There should be better things holding
You
your
together,
morals in
yeah,
place than what
there
the
are-
next guy can get away with.
It's not about what I can get away with. It's like I obviously will do or say something, and I have in the past, and I've looked at it like you said, when we're looking at old videos, we always go, "Oh, I wish I never did that. I can maybe get in trouble for that one day." I feel really disappointed in myself.
But
I do have that thought where I look at stuff I've done in the past and go, "I'm really disappointed in myself. That's not me anymore." But then maybe I will get in trouble one day because the internet does like to nitpick
But
you
it's
apart.
not. It's not even just that. That times have changed and people don't like to.
I know. But my point is, if I ever got in trouble for it, like 10 years down the line, because the internet likes to bring up, this is who you were. You're bad for being that person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know you're completely different now, but fuck you. It's like if he can get away with scamming people and like double down and going, fuck you guys, you deserve to get scammed. You shouldn't have invested. Then I'm like, man, there's no way I can get in trouble for saying the stupid shit I did.
Well, I think
I can get in trouble, but
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think the reality is that just times fucking change, and a lot of people who complain now about people's like previous like behavior or whatever the shit are soon going to realize 5 years down the line there's going to be some shit that we're doing and saying in this day and age that's not going to be socially acceptable in 5 years.
The
And
thing.
yeah.
Sorry. Finish what you.
yeah, and
finish
there's
your
going to
thought.
be like some kind of clip or some kind of tweet
Yeah.
or Instagram out there, and they're going to realize, oh shit, I was part of the cycle. 'Cause this is a fucking cycle.
They're at the
day.
stage in their lives right now, I think, for the most part, where it's like they are either not old enough or not experienced enough in life where they've made those mistakes themselves.
Yeah,
And they
exactly.
realize that and, you know, making mistakes and learning from it, you know, years down the line and changing through that is just like a natural part of fucking growing up.
What sort of pisses me off though is people don't even acknowledge that times have changed.
Yeah.
Right.
They're like, you said or did this, but it's like, I said or did that because at that time I was pushing the envelope only a little bit, and it was like it was maybe a little bit edgy, but it was now obviously fast forward to here, and that's so far behind the line.
Right.
Yeah,
Where it's like
yeah.
it's not something I feel I should need to apologize for a lot of that stuff. It's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
things have changed, and you don't like to admit
Because
that
it's like
times
at the
have changed.
time, it's like, how were you supposed to know
Yeah.
that it was going to go in the direction
Yeah,
where
exactly.
it's like, it's not cool now. Like sometimes
Yeah.
you can
Yeah.
kind of like figure it out just from like how societally, you know, things are changing.
Sure.
Yeah.
But then there are a lot of times where it's like, how was I supposed to know that in 20 years time, this word is bad now?
But a lot of the people that are taking those risks are making things which made them something because they were willing to take those risks.
Right.
Yeah.
If they were super sanitized for what everyone's saying, you should have stuck to this fucking script. They wouldn't have got to where they are. You wouldn't know who they were because they haven't taken those paths to.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
and now people that have survived that are people because they actually did look at their past. They're like,
Yeah.
okay. But
Yeah,
then there are people that double down, just like kept doing
but
it,
I think
and they're nowhere to be seen now because
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
people should be able to look at it and go, okay, I acknowledge that times have changed. I don't necessarily like apologize for what that was back then because things were different, but I understand how culturally things are different, and that's
And so I won't do it again.
yeah, or like I think it's better for me to go in this direction now,
Right.
and I'm supportive of this or that, and like we're all evolving together and we're all in this together. Yeah, but like Chad said, there's probably people who go the
Oh,
opposite.
it's really weird to me because the internet, like they strive for change. Like all these movements are about change, and then they
Yeah.
find someone who has changed, who has already acknowledged what they've done in the past is stupid, and they've gotten better, but they still go back to the past. To people that have changed, like, fuck you, like, I'm gonna ruin your life for something else. I'm like, you're advocating for change. I've changed. I've acknowledged that, but you're still getting mad at me. Like, what the fuck do you want from me?
Yeah. It's just
they
like,
don't want.
Like, what do you want?
They don't. It's not what they think they want. They want to fucking criticize,
which is
they
why
don't actually want that person to.
Yeah, they'll find any excuse to just like tear down that person because of a personal agenda or whatever it might be. Even though, as you said, like they want you to change on the surface, but then they still go out of their way to like dig up old shit and be like, "Ha, see, he was bad."
And that's why I just want to farm.
Yeah.
With my,
Don't want to think about
with people on there helping me with it. With some weed growing on the side, you know. That's what I'm talking about. No internet out there. Try.
I want farmers that won't dig up my farm. They just look at me for who I am.